This weekly word is inspired by the Word of God. It's a 5-minute broadcast that will inspire, motivate, and introduce you to the Word of God by relating everyday words to scriptures. I'm your host, Oreen Newton. Let's get started. The word of the week for June 19th, 2022 is free. F-R-E-E, free. The definition of free is without cost or payment, not under the control or in the power of another, able to act or be done as one wishes, released from captivity, confinement, or slavery. Our scriptures are from Galatians, 5th chapter, 1st verse. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. And from John 8th chapter, 32nd through the 36th verse, and you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. They answered him, we are offspring of Abraham and have never been enslaved to anyone. How is it that you say you will become free? Jesus answered them, truly, truly, I say to you, everyone who practices sin is slave to sin. The slave does not remain in the house forever. The Son remains forever. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. My thought is, as an African American born and raised in Galveston County, Texas, I have celebrated Juneteenth since my early days. For those of you who may still be unaware, January 1st, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, wherein he wrote, I do order and declare that all persons held as slaves within said designated states and parts of states are, and henceforward, shall be free. The slave's freedom was not communicated to the people of the state of Texas until June 19th, 1865. This freedom was at the cost of a war-torn country where thousands of lives were lost. Slavery is an institution that keeps people toiling under the total control of their master. To a person who had never known freedom, what did freedom mean? When freed, what could a man or woman do to effectively walk in their freedom when the harness of slavery had kept them from receiving an education, or earning a reasonable wage, or participating in the political process that controlled their society? The change in dependence of former slaves on their former slave owners was as much a mental as a physical dilemma. It was thought that education, economic attainment, and political participation would eventually allow these former slaves to experience freedom. Why then are people still marching, protesting, and fighting the good fight for freedom? Are we free? It seems that we may have traded the yoke of slavery to the master to the yoke of more intangible masters like overburdening debt, drug and alcohol dependency, apathy, and keeping up with the latest, greatest, and newest thing. Our new masters allow for the dominance of pleasures and the products of sin. Our new masters don't see color, only access to power, and have names like pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and slothfulness. They are working their power from the White House to the church house, from Black Bottom to Wall Street. It is no longer just issues of black, brown, yellow, gay, and poor versus the white political and economic structure. It is quite simply the proliferation of sin among all of God's people. This yoke of sin is not just heavy, it is dangerous and destructive. This yoke is overpowering everything that is good and righteous in the world. The people of this world are wrestling against the spirit of darkness against which there is no man-made defense. No amount of guns, ammunition, changing currency, nuclear threat, or emancipation proclamations can change the state of our current enslavement. You want to be truly free? Refuse to serve sin as your master. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Follow the truth. The truth will make you free. God bless you. Oreen out. We hope you've enjoyed the Word of the Week, and if it's been of inspiration to you, please feel free to go to www.wow-newton.com